In this video, I'll be turning this Kanekalon braiding hair to some nice bouncy curls, and I'll be doing passion twists with them. I'm actually quite surprised and very much excited that this worked. Like, my hair looks so good, and I do hope that you try it. It's quite tedious and takes a bit of time, but like, it's honestly worth it because passion twist hair, like the actual spring hair, it is really expensive, but the Kanekalon hair is quite cheap, and you just have to spend a little bit more extra money on barbecue sticks, which you can use over and over again. So I do believe that it is worth it. So I had this vision of having ombre hair, but when I went to the store they didn't really have Kanekalon braiding hair that was ombre. So I just bought these two colors and thought of blending them just to create a nice like ombre vibe type of feel. And this is one of the pros of doing it yourself. Like spring twists normally come in black or brown, so I figured like I can just like create my own in any color that I can buy the Kanekalon hair in, and it's quite genius. I would suggest to use a brush instead of the comb that I'm using to brush out all the tangles from like separating the hair. It makes it so much easier brushing with a comb, and like your hair just comes out brand new. So definitely use a tangle teaser or a nice good brush instead of a comb. It's actually quite funny because in real life I had two of my babies who wanted to help me out, so I was actually tutoring them how to do it, and hope this tutorial helps you too. If I can actually show two kids how to do this, I know that you can. So basically my process was to first stretch and blend the hair, and now what I'm doing is separating just to make it easy to like have pieces that I'm working with and not separating while I am twirling and twisting the hair on the barbecue stick. And so basically you just take your piece of hair and your barbecue stick, make sure that it is tangle free, and when you put it on the barbecue stick you make sure that the lengths are equal on both sides, and then you first twist and twirl, and then you hold it and you take a rubber band just to secure that end, because if you don't it will slip out, and then you carry on twisting and twirling. Do not forget to twist before twirling. I'd like you to pay attention to my left thumb. I have it placed to ensure that the hair will not unravel as I go down twirling and twisting it. So just make sure that your hair is secured and will not unravel as you twirl and twist it down. And as you reach the end, all you have to do is just twirl back up, and that will secure that end. So what you can adjust is the size of the barbecue stick and the size of your hair. Depending on how big or how small the pieces that you use will determine how curly or coily the hair turns out. But in essence, I honestly think it will not make that big of a difference. So you don't need to worry yourself about the portion of hair that you're using or the size of the barbecue stick that you're using. It honestly comes out so great. You can separate the hair once it's curled and braid it to your desire of size that you want your braid to be. Just to note that the closer you twirl your hair, the more curlier or coily it will become, and if you space it out, the less coily or curlier it becomes, so you can get like a nice loose wave. I think that's what I'm going to try next, so stay tuned. So once that tedious work is done, what you have to do is just take your sticks and put some really piping hot water into a bucket or wherever you have your hair, and that will essentially just lock in that style, and then when you unravel it will be coily. So you need to use hot, piping hot water. So once I've squeezed out the excess water, I just put the hair into a bowl or bucket and I let it dry out, and the next morning it was ready to be unraveled. And how I do that is just in essence how you open a bottle of soda or bottle of water. You just untwist it in the opposite way that you twisted it. Do you see that curl though? Like, do you see that curl? As you can see, this one was giving me just a little bit of trouble, and my advice is to just be patient with it. Go slow, or like try and find a different method to, untwirl it, and it will come out, I swear. So I actually am planning on making a business out of this, and that's why I'm just kind of demonstrating how I would package and sell them by just like stringing them up together and putting them in this beautiful package that I got from Mambo's. And yeah, that's just how I'm gonna do it. So wish me luck. So how you would unravel the hair is the same concept as how you would remove it from the barbecue stick. Just untwist it in the opposite direction that you twisted it, and I would suggest that at the ends you just rake your thumb through so that it does not get as tangled as it did right there. So basically just try and rake through the ends and just separate them first before you separate the hair. And the easiest way to get like a really long braid, you just stretch out both ends, but do not like separate them, just stretch them out and you'll get a desired length. So the way I positioned my arms here is totally the wrong way. Do not bring your arms and hands at the back of your head. You need to bring them to the side, just as it is right now. And that's how you twist. You first start with the dominant hand, twist it clockwise, and then take that twist underneath and take the untwisted braid or leg upward, and then you just start twisting down normally. So always have your hands or arms on the side of your head, not at the back. It's quite a struggle DIYing stuff, like 2 mirrors, 1 man. Like, I did that. I did that. This is me just making my life easier. I am making the braid in essence shorter so that I can easily braid it down. Like, let's be honest, my arms are quite short, so I have to do what I gotta do. Hands on the side of the head, dominant hand twisting the hair clockwise, taking that braid down underneath and the other one on top, and just twisting down as normal. So that's me done with the braiding, and I love it. 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 I am so happy. So happy. Anyway, what I'm doing right now is just cutting out the ends because they were a bit frizzy. So just to have an ease of, like, you know, running my fingers through my hair, I'm just cutting down all the frizziness, and that's all. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And after that, I'm done and I'm ready to party. I'm ready to go out. I'm ready for people to see my hair. Okay, this is a bit too much, but yeah, basically you get the point. I'm quite happy with the hairstyle. I do hope that you try it. It is so worth it. So worth it. Yeah. Before I end this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Love It Speaks. Guys, go check out her channel. Like, the bomb. Like, girl, I'm gonna be stunting on these bitches. I'm gonna be stunting on these people. Thank you so much. Like, my business is gonna be growing just because of you. I like to thank you. Like, thank you so much. You've brought some innovation into this game, and you better be proud of yourself. Really, like, shout out to you, girl. You're the MVP. Shout out. Wow, I was not ready for that. That was a lot. sorry. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it, and let me know if you tried it. That was a lot of hair that I lost. Wow. But yeah, I hope this encouraged you to try it yourself. Like, let's save that coin. 2020, we saving our money, our shmoney. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.